Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's spooky season. Even though I'm making cutesy DIYs, it's still it's still spooky season. Okay, so let's get started. I hope you guys are doing well on this Monday, Labor Day weekend. Okay, so I have this birdhouse that I got at Family Dollar, and it was $5. I've been eyeing it all summer. Like literally all summer I have been eyeing this, thinking that it would eventually go on sale. It didn't. And it's time to create for Halloween. So I thought, why not make a birdhouse haunted house? Now, I don't think I've ever seen anyone make a birdhouse haunted house. So I thought, why not? Now, I'm sure maybe somebody did, but I've never seen it. That's why I thought it would be something a little different. So as you can see, I'm painting it. Now, I have a really hard time, you guys, seeing the end result. So as I'm painting, I'm like, I'm not liking it. I don't like it. It doesn't look good. My painting's not well enough. But I just kept going. I just kept going. At this point, I'm still so undecided as to what color I'm going to paint the house. But then, I just keep looking at it and I don't know. I wanted something a little bit different. So I get all the black around the house, So at this point, I've got like pink, black, orange, green, purple, all these really pretty, cutesy, colors. And I think, okay, I'm going to take and put scrapbook paper around the house, right? That's what I want to do. So here in a minute, you're going to see me putting the scrapbook paper is some really pretty paper from Frank Garcia Studios. It's called Luna, and oh my gosh, this paper, you guys, is so beautiful. It's got this really cute little witch on it, and oh, it's just beautiful. Okay, so you see I put the roof, I made it pink, and I hate that we have to go so fast because there's so much mess, but you guys don't need to sit here and watch me paint, you know what I mean? I feel like who would watch a video where, unless you're painting something stunning, like you're an artist and you're really painting something really beautiful. I just don't think people want to see you paint. So I try to cut a lot of that out. So here's my Luna paper. You see it right there on the left-hand side there. That's, some of the paper. And it's got like cauldrons and little cats, and it's the base of it's pink. And it's it's my favorite Halloween paper. My favorite. It's a little bit pricey, but I mean, it's just such beautiful paper that it's worth, and Frank Garcia is an amazing creator of paper. So, it's definitely worth it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the whole, house done with the paper on it. Okay, so here's where I'm trying to clean up, like the pink on the black and the black on the pink. So I just took some paper and I, used that as kind of like my paint guard so that I could just, try to make it a little bit more clean. Okay, so once I do all this, I'm like, okay, how am I going to decorate it? Now, I have all these paper cuts that I've made out, like ghosts and words and spiders and cauldrons and just, tombstones and coffins and you name it. Witches, all these things that I've cut out with my die cut, my die machine and my die cutting die cuttings. Okay, spit it out, Maxine, spit it out. It's paper crafting. I've taken my metal dies and I've created all of these, little embellishments, we'll call them. So that's how I'm going to get ready to decorate it up with them. I'm so excited. Wait till you see it. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so I feel like I've got it all. Oh, I forgot. Here's the part I forgot. How can I forget this? I just finished this yesterday. Okay, so I wanted to put like, some clay. So I had taken and I did some really pretty corner-like pieces, but they didn't come out very well. I think it's not deep enough, so you just couldn't tell what they were by the time I took them out. So I did use the skull in the middle, as you can see. Painted him gray, put him right in the middle. Now on the right there, you see all those die cuts I was telling you about. And that's what I'm going to use. Mostly, that's what I'm going to use to decorate. I've got hands. So this is the part that just really start making this house come together. So what's everyone doing today? I actually took the day off. I normally work on holidays because it's such great pay. It literally is 3 times the pay. So I always work, and I didn't today, and I'm so regretting it right now because it's basically working 3 days in one. And then what I did is I picked up overtime Tuesday and Wednesday. It's so dumb. Like, I can't believe I did that. I should have worked today and not worked overtime on Tuesday and Wednesday. What are you going to do? If I really wanted the bang for my buck, I would have worked today. But that's not here or there. So today I'm going to craft. So I'm going to enjoy myself anyway. So what's everyone doing? Are you guys cooking out? Are you, doing anything for the end of summer? Yeah, I think I'm just going to craft all day. Maybe try to relax a little bit. Because the next 2 days I'm working 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so here it says Hocus Pocus. Now I did want to leave, this part in a little bit where I was like adding all, of the pieces, and because I wanted you to see how it all came together and, what I was using to create it. But, I then again didn't want to bore you. So, okay, you guys, here she is. You see the ghost coming out the window. I put bones over the window. That's a little girl trick-or-treating. Oh, look at the hands in front, the pumpkins and the cat. I just love this birdhouse. I'm telling you, I'm so glad I stuck with it and didn't give up, because in the beginning I really was not liking it at all. So on each side I put 2 little pumpkins from Dollar Tree and 2 little flowers from Dollar Tree on top of that. There's my little coffins on the side of the house. Oh, you guys, I love it so much. It's so cute. Look, I'm sharing it, and my son's standing there, and he comes over and he moves the bottle. He's like, Mom, get the bottle out of your frame. So, oh, you guys, look at it. It's so cute. Please tell me in the description box, or in the comment box, what you guys think of it. I love it so much. Okay, so we're on to DIY number 2. I have never made a wreath that I liked, ever. I've tried so many times. And I've never been able to do it. So I'm really trying hard to just take my time and learn things and, just become a better crafter. So I took all of those, I cut them in about 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches long. And as I was cutting them, they curled really well, so I was really happy about that. But I still did take them and curl them. And then, of course, I've got my pipe cleaners, Chanel stems, whatever you want to call them. And I take all 3 colors, a purple, an orange, and a black, and I'm going to tie them together in those, little, like, circles, or what do you want to call them? Loops, maybe. So this took, making a wreath takes a really long time. But I just put on a television show, sat back and watched some YouTube while I was doing it. A little bit of all that. And again, it's the same thing. As I'm creating it, I'm not liking the way it's coming out. And I was like, you know what? You are not stopping. You are going to keep going. And I think that's where I have always failed myself, is giving up before the project is done. And I will not do that again, because even if it gets completed and it's not what you think, it just didn't turn out the way you wanted to, I'm sure you learned something from it. At least that's for myself. And this video alone let me know that I learned I have to keep it up. I have to keep going until I see the end project, because maybe I could save it somehow. This is by far the best wreath I've ever made. It gave me a little bit of confidence, so that I'm going to try to make some more. Like, I want to make a witch hat one. I want to make a fall one, out of those pumpkin shells from Dollar Tree. Here, this is the circle, the wreath form. I cannot speak, you guys. The wreath form from Dollar Tree. This mesh I got years ago at Hobby Lobby for 90% off. So I got this really nice mesh it was $9.99 and I got it for 99 cents. This is what I wanted to take, and just what I've seen people do is poof it around the frame. Okay. Now I only did however many poofs it took to go around the middle, because my idea was to take my curlicues, put them on the outside and the inside so that it would all come together. Well, I ended up not having quite enough of the curlicues to do the outside and inside, and I didn't have any more black. So, but that's okay, because it turned out perfect with just 3 rolls and 1 round of this black and white mesh. And I still have plenty of this black and white mesh left to make my witch wreath. Because now I think I'm all good at it. No, it just gave me a little bit of confidence that I feel like I'm going to at least keep trying until I get better and better. This part's it's a little difficult to get those loops in there and get them just right. And it's definitely challenging, you guys. Yeah, it was and then I have such that small table to craft on, so it's hard to let you guys see what I'm doing myself. It's definitely a challenge, but you know what, you got to start small before you ever get a big enough place to craft. I will one day have my own crafting room, and I cannot wait. Someday. So as you see, I'm trying to go a little bit, because at first I think I have enough to go around, like I said, the outer ring and the inner ring. When I start realizing I don't, I'm like, okay, well, let me kind of just go back and forth with them a little bit. Look, already at this point, I'm like, okay, this is kind of looking good. Let me see it. Let me just keep going and see what it looks like. I have watched so many YouTube videos on wreath making that I think you get this, you're like, oh, I can do that. No, it is not as easy as these wreath makers make it out to be. It is not at all. It's very hard. Now, it would be awesome to have ribbon that's double-sided. There's a name for that. I don't remember what it is, but there actually is a name for double-sided ribbon. But I just had this Dollar Tree ribbon, which is actually cute. I really like the Dollar Tree ribbon. I think it's very pretty ribbon, but it's not double-sided. So I took 3 different designs, and after I cut them all up, I take the next one and I cut a little bit shorter so it's not quite as long, which, looking back now, I don't know if I would have done that again, because it kind of made it not show as much on all of them. It doesn't matter, because I still love it a lot, but just what I've learned from it, So I cut them all the the ones I want, and then I'm gonna dovetail all the ends. My biggest challenge, once I had all the ribbons cut and I was trying to put the ribbons on there, was to twist it just right so that you saw the top side of the ribbon, right? Because you can't have the other side on the wreath. It wouldn't look right. So that was definitely my biggest challenge. And then when I was just about finished, I was like, oh my goodness, why didn't I staple these? Like, I have a Tim Holtz stapler, which may not mean anything to anyone, but it's a really nice stapler. They're tiny, tiny, tiny staples. And I could have stapled them and no one would have ever seen that. And so next time, that's what I'll do. Another thing I learned. So now I'm putting all my ribbons on there. Yeah, I just had to keep, I don't want to say fighting, but really rustling with it to make sure that all the ribbon was face up. But I did, and I think it looks so cute. Like, when you look down on this, it doesn't look like it's coming together very well. But when it's all done and you actually see it hanging up, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of it, you guys. I'm so proud of it. And I'm so glad I get to share it with all of you. Now, if there are any reef makers that are watching this right now, please, please, any tips or tricks or anything that you could tell me, that would help me on my next reef, I am all ears. This journey for me is about learning, creating, just trying to reduce my stress level by being creative. And so I'm always open to people's thoughts, and I love constructive criticism. So okay, so now I take these Dollar Tree things that are the wooden pieces you get at Dollar Tree. I think I got those like last year or the year before. And now I realize, at first I thought, very, very beginning, I thought I would just put like a round of ribbon on it and then, glue those on. And then I thought, no, let me see if I can do the mesh. And I'm so glad I did, because it looks so much better than it would have the way I originally was going to do it. Now, as I'm putting these on there, I take obviously the Chanel stems on the back and I try to glue them on so that I can get them on the reef. It didn't work right. It just did not work right. I did get them on there, but only 2 of them. I put the headstone on the bottom and one of the pumpkins on top. Now, I thought about like making a big poofy ribbon, but I think next time when I go to Dollar Tree, now that I kind of feel like, oh my goodness, I want to try another reef, I think I'm going to get all the fixins, like the flowers and the picks and the, to see what else I can do with it. But here she is. I love her so much. Okay, you guys can really see her hanging up. Oh, I'm so proud of this reef. I'm just so proud. You guys, this is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and your busy day to watch. I'm so grateful. And I'd love to hear what you guys think about them. I hope you all have an amazing Monday. And I won't be crafting for the next 2 days because I'm just going to be working. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Happy crafting, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.